There, we're meeting up tomorrow.
Meech will be there.
We can finish what we started.
I don't want to die or wind up in jail.
The only thing that matters is what we do next.
Tomorrow night, we ending this shit once and for all.
I'm the face of this organization. No matter how hard you try, you always gonna be in my shadow.
I know I'm destined for big shit, with or without my brother.
Oh, trying to kill me. I need you.
As soon as I get shit on lock out here, we going our separate ways for good.
The only thing
What up, welcome back to the channel. I'm with Jay and we're locked in. This is the season finale of BMF season 4, what's next, and we're gonna break down this trailer. All we know is that Lamar is on a road trip with his new family. B Mickey, he's on the run again. Meech and Terry don't have an idea what they're gonna do, and let me say R.I.P. to Loco, man. He taught us everything, but he in the dirt. Well, I don't even know if he in the dirt, because there go a piece of the body over there, there go a piece, there go a piece, there go a piece. Loco is not Loco anymore. Loco is now international. But before we jump into this and break down the season finale trailer, if you like BMF content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions like this, then hit your subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Help me reach 60,000 subscribers, and let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, I know a lot of people been in the comments, who's been saying that this is the last season? Well, 50 said that there ain't no next season. So all I'm going off of is that information. If they renew it, then hey, we'll be here. If not, it's been so good watching the show. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. This is what's next for BMF episode 10, the season finale of season 4. Meech has big dreams of being the Black Pablo Escobar. Now, we know he never reaches Pablo's level because he's working for the cartel. Pablo was the cartel, but Meech is very ambitious, and that's a good thing to have, especially in the dope game, because at the end of the day, most of them, 99.9% of them, don't make it out of the game. So having ambition is good, but you got to know that run is going to stop. And at this point, we're going to start to see the divide. I've been saying this every single episode, but this is really it. We know Terry's going to end up in California. So right now, Meech wants to get back to Atlanta because he wants to find out what the hell happened with Loco, what happened with Laz, what happened with B Mickey. He wants to know what the hell is going on. Is B Mickey working with Brian? But he also got Manuel supplying that brick for him, supplying that work for him. Cali is open wide up. He done squashed beasts between the Bloods and the Crips. So for him, it's all business as usual. The only problem is he doesn't know that in this season at least, all the walls, 4 walls, B Mickey, Laz, Brian, Loco, they're all closing in on him. So at this point, I think we're going to see a good ending for Meech as far as him setting everything up and maybe clearing out Atlanta to the point where he can really start moving that dope. Now, there might be a time jump because we do see him with braids, and we know that the real big Meech, he used to walk around with braids. We're in the finale, and we're finally starting to see some bricks on deck. Now, we know the pipeline in Atlanta was a little bit slow because Bryant was down there and they raided the houses, but we're finally starting to see some of that dope being moved. Emmanuel, he's about to open up a pipeline, but right now it's primarily in California, which we know that Southwest T is eventually going to be out there, and that's where he's going to open up shop while Meech takes over Atlanta. So I'm not sure if we're going to see Terry actually go to Atlanta and then come back to California, but we do see him linking up with Hoops, and they're having a little bit of a conversation. So the pipeline in Atlanta is going to be shut down going into the finale, and then I guess California is going to be the only thing open until they can get the St. Louis situation open up with Sweetie while she's out there, and we'll just have to figure it out from there. But we're finally starting to see some bricks being moved. We haven't seen Hoop in a while, but remember, Hoop works for Terry. Terry brought B Mickey in. Hoop didn't want B Mickey to come back in. He was always pulling up on him. But we do hear B Mickey talking about, man, I don't want to die. I don't want to go to jail. So Hoop knows that the walls are closing in, and this whole BMF thing, it doesn't seem like it's working how they thought it was going to work. When they were the 50 boys, it was all cool, fun and games. We were little time, but now we international with it. Y'all meeting with the cartel boss. Y'all got beef down in Atlanta. So he's just telling Terry, look, man, I'm not trying to die. I'm not trying to go out like this. Especially since they know B Mickey's on the loose. They know Bryant's out here. The rival cartel, they say that the beef is squashed, but you know, that's above my pay grade. So it's just a whole bunch of things, and I can see why Hoop is scared. And maybe he can convince Terry, hey, you go to California, man. You can run that. Let's get out of here. we see Lamar, and he's on a road trip with his new baby mama and his child V. He's headed down to Atlanta because he has the address of the motel that B Mickey was staying in. B Mickey's on the run. Now, I'm thinking that B Mickey will probably take out Lamar since he does have his baby mother and kids. But the only thing is, B Mickey and Lamar were working together. B Mickey ambushed Lamar. So was he really trying to help Meech and Terry? Or was it trying to kill three birds with one stone? Him and Lamar set up Meech and Terry. Lamar take out Meech and Terry, and then he takes out Lamar, and he just done with everything. So I'm not really sure how this is going to play out. B Mickey taking out Lamar would be good, and then Meech and Terry taking out B Mickey for trying to set them up. Because right now it's just a lot of back and forth, and we're really getting tired of it. But that's where we're at. So B Mickey take out Lamar, and then Meech or Terry or maybe Hoops takes out B Mickey. Meech is going to the funeral. Now, I'm assuming that this is probably Purdy's funeral. He has Lucky with him, and we know that he's messing with Ashley. Every girl we see Meech with, he's kissing them in the mouth. So Meech is all over the place. But this is the big Meech era that we're about to get into. So if there is another season, it'll probably be a time jump because we see the Meech with the braids, no longer the mini fro and the rat tail. So right now, he's just walking around, and, you know, he's serious right now. But you hear how him and his brother Terry are talking. Hey, you see, either you're with me or you're against me. I'm gonna be the Black Pablo Escobar. I'm about to take this to another level. So it's gonna be kind of weird watching how this plays out, because him and Terry are gonna continue to argue, but they definitely need each other, because now Terry has told Manuel, the cartel jefe, that I need to be involved in everything, and Meech didn't want that. So we're gonna have to see how these two can work together. Meech and Terry, we seen it in episode 9. They going at it with the federales. It's a full-blown shootout out there. Meech got an AK with 1,000 rounds in it. He don't reload. Our boy Terry, he got that M16 with the automatic on it. He don't got no reloading or nothing either. It's just let that thing go. So they going at it with the cartel, and I'm not sure if this is probably another flashback of when they were loco. Maybe this is the ending of that shootout that they had in episode 9, but we know that they make it out because it's a flashback and we see them in present day. But Manuel did say that the cartel beef is squashed because Loco paid with his life. So I don't know what we're going to do with the federales, because they're not going to go to jail, not in Mexico. Our dreams and wishes were almost fulfilled. Markeisha was almost taken out, but Boom had a soft spot in his heart. And now she's on the phone crying to Terry. Boom tried to kill me. I need you. You didn't need Terry when you and Boom were setting up a deal in Texas. You didn't need Terry when you were trying to set up the little meeting with old boy that turned out to be a sting. You didn't need Terry when you had that house to yourself and kicked Terry out. You always need Terry when you down in that hole. But maybe Markeisha, she's probably going to make it more than likely, but Boom needs to come back and finish off this job. I think everyone will be happy with that, because if the shackles of Markeisha can be broken off of Terry, we can start to see Terry blossom and actually become that boss that he wants to. Because remember, him and Meech, they built this together. And lastly, Bryant, if B Mickey takes out Lamar, I said I wanted the brothers to get at him or have Hoop do it. Bryant might eventually catch up to B Mickey. And that might be the end of B Mickey. But I don't know what the story of Brian and the Red Dogs is going to be, because they've been doing their job. Laz is deleted. So there's really no outcome, because we know they don't capture Terry until they're older, and that's in St. Louis. So it's all kinds of over the place. And the Brian and Red Dog story, yeah, they got the gun and they got an APB out for them. But, you know, what's going to happen? We've seen B Mickey in the shootout at the mall with Terry and Lamar up there. So it's just going to be all over the place. But we're trying to figure out how this is going to end, and it's got to be some kind of major death. And so maybe it's Lamar, but we've seen Lamar die twice and come back. And lastly, we see Lamar in a shootout with Terry, Hoop, B Mickey, maybe Meech is there. He has his new baby mama there, which is B Mickey's wife, and they're just shooting it out. And we see someone die behind a wall. I'm like, okay, we're getting a little bit of cinematic here, a little bit of action. But I'm like, okay, so what's the end goal? Is someone going to be deleted here? Is B Mickey going to be reunited with his wife and kid? How is this going to play out? Is someone going to take out Lamar, or are we just going to have Lamar on the loose for another season? Let me know, because I'm not for sure yet. All right, let me know what you think about this. It's kind of hard to break this down and give predictions, just for the simple fact that we know that Meech and Terry are still going to be alive, and we know that they're going to make it for at least another 15 years, 10 to 15 years for 2005. So about 13 years. We know they're going to still be alive. Other than that, let me know what you think about the finale and what have you thought about the season overall. If there is another season, are you going to be watching it? And if there isn't another season, how do you feel about that? But let me know what you think. I'm Mo.J. If you like this kind of content, breakdowns in BMF or other TV series, then hit your subscribe button, hit your like button, help me reach 60,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.